Welcome to the review of the Kamen Kuuga DX Beat Gouram. This is the Beat Chaser bike, the Gouram, a phone for some reason, and Yoda Gotsuki figurine. This was again made in the year 2000, so it's 18 years ago. Ooh, definitely feel old here. And yep, this is pretty much the rising version of the Gouram and bike. Before the top of the box, it says Master Rider Kuuga, and on the side here it has the Rising Kuuga logo, the Rising logo right there, and on the back it shows you different things you can do. So yeah, you got the bike, got the phone and the sounds and stuff, and you also have these extra rising pieces that can be used as shields and weapons. That never happened in the show, so don't worry if you don't have that. It's fine. So I did purchase this quote-unquote brand new, but I guess due to the age of this, and I wasn't paying attention, there are a few bits that actually that was broken in the box. It was sealed, so it wasn't lined as brand new, but I kind of wish I spotted the broken bit when I was doing the transactions. I'd be like, hey, it's broken, can you reduce it a little bit, give me a discount? I still want it. Oh well. So open up the box, and yeah, because since this box is bigger than the other go-around, there's actually a cardboard tray inside to keep the whole thing up. And since this is... oh, everything's falling to pieces. Since this is the rising one, it comes with a golden cardboard sheet in the back. And of course instructions and all that. Instruction sheet, A3 size paper, and it's double-sided. As always, you want to take a closer look at photos of the box art figure itself and the instruction sheet. Please feel free to head over to the Facebook or Flickr link in the video description below. Instruction baggie, there's also a sticker sheet for the display stand, and in a tiny corner there's a sticker sheet for the control panel of the bike itself. Inside the tray here we have the stand. Hidden underneath the stand is the arm of the stand, and this one is the Rising logo, of course. We have the Rising attachments here to turn the Gouram into the Rising version. We have the bike attachment that goes on the front. Not sure why this is unpegged. I guess that's just to make the box thinner, because this control handlebar on the right hand side of the bike has also been placed here, so it's not on the bike. You just had to plug that on, take it off. Inside here there's a little plastic tape with two little pegs. One peg pegs onto this so the figure can hold on to this as a shield. The other peg is just like the other version of the Gouram, where it just pegs onto the underbelly, so you can have Kuuga holding on to it while it quote-unquote flies. Of course, I have the Beat Chaser bike right here, and we have a figurine of Goda Gotsuki here, and the only articulation is the head. And of course we have a different colored Gouram here that's slightly different color as the other box, but it's essentially the same mold. So here is the Beat Chaser itself. Just a quick look at Goda here, and yeah, if this looks like he shouldn't be able to take his helmet off because his face doesn't really look like him. I mean, yeah, he's got the brown hoodie and pants and stuff, but the face itself, it just could be anyone really. It could be you. And it just has a little bit of painted detail on his chest right there where he ties his hoodie up. But honestly, not too much special about him. I mean, he gets the job done, I suppose, but for its time, it's alright. But really seems... and it's nice to have, I guess, some sort of figure of the rider before he henshins on the bike, so that's okay. And yeah, I guess he has 3 points articulation instead of just one. Whoa, there goes his arms. Ah! Let's go on the other side as well. Oh yeah, that comes out really easily. So yeah, you can just do that and just walk home like this. So yeah, solid chunk of plastic. He's not even hollow or anything. They didn't just like put screw holes in this. This is a solid chunk, which it's cool, I guess, but unnecessary. Does his head come off? Oh yeah, that does. Oh wow, it's actually a ball peg. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put that back on now. Enough of that. Yep, a plastic warp on this a little bit in the package. So yeah, this is electronic, and you can see, come about where's the button? Oh, this is right there. Got a little peg there. That's a button. It makes a noise, and yeah, after all these years, it still works. So hidden underneath here is an on-off switch. Just tap that, and you can see the speaker holes on this side, as well as screwdriver holes, and also there's this tiny little peg there. If you press that, you will get a noise. So I'm just going to press that right now. You get a henshin noise, which is why we have the Goldeye figure here, so you can have him on there, push that button, and then put your back then show Chuck henshin figure onto here. So let's do that again. And can you believe that after almost 20 years, the batteries are still fresh and they still work. Everything works fine, and that's pretty amazing. That's high quality batteries right there. And I suppose there's a little screw hole there, and looks like you can unscrew that and take this flap up and replace the batteries. That's really awesome that it's lasted this long. It's not leaked or anything. It's must find out secrets. Must be useful. So yeah, So much like the other bike, the comparison with the SS Figurine is quite obvious, really. So once again, you have crazy chrome colors here on the wheels. The rest of the chrome is not too bad on this one compared to the DX Tri Chaser. I mean, yeah, obviously the wheels are still pretty bad. You got die-cast metal on the bar here, and I think it's die-cast metal on here as well. And but the rest of the paint job's pretty good because this whole bike is a black bike instead of like the other one where it's metal. Black looks much nicer in plastic. It looks closer to an actual bike. So yeah, because I suppose we should attach the top piece to make it a bit more fair. So let's just attach that piece, a few pegs on it, just line it up, push that in all the way in. There we go. That's a bit more like it. And of course the sticker sheet goes on here. Let's see what's on top of this bike. Well, obviously you can't compare the new one. It has far more detail going on. Yeah, but of course the new one can't transform. The new one does have transparent plastic all over the place. The new bike just looks really good. Actually has a proper motor mold and design, whereas this one just has the shape of it. So once again, just like the DX Tri Chaser, everything is just like a blurrier version of the regular bike. You can quickly take a look at this phone, because this phone was the one given to him by the cop in the show. He's like, use this to communicate when we need your help and stuff, and the power on button is there. This surface here does feel kind of rubbery and like an old phone, as it should. The whole thing just looks like a regular old phone. I guess except for the chrome colors, and it's got the Kuuga logo printed there, and none of the actual grey buttons work. You only got the top 3 buttons that actually do stuff. So let's turn this on. Once again, the batteries still work after all this time. I don't think I put my own batteries in there. Maybe I did. Right, that's it. So whatever that says, stuff. It doesn't matter. I think I have to wait for the phone to call me now. I'll just wait. This is the same thing. I'm gonna try the middle button next. So yeah, it doesn't really do too much. It's a very basic sound toy, but it's got dialogues from the show and stuff. And the cop calls up, he says like, "Hey, sorry, blah blah blah, coming," or "It'll be okay" and stuff. The phone does have a little infrared thing going on there. There's a phone strap thing you can put on there, but if you point this at the bike and push the left button, it should. The sound comes from the bike, by the way. I think that's all the sounds I'm getting out of it. If I miss any, I apologize. But basically, just different dialogues coming from, no, just do that. From the 2 main characters of the show. Stand, the Rising logo looks really nice on there. You got the sticker on the side. Just plug the stand in right there. The stand can be detached afterwards. It's not too hard, but it's very, very secure. So on the left hand side we have the Gouram from this box set. This is from the Tri Chaser set, and both of them have their pluses. Overall, this is actually the a color that we more recognize from the Gouram, but the downside is it has some weird chrome stuff on it, which isn't very nice. For a more classy, more mature look, this one will get the job done, although I think it's a little bit too dark. It's gone a little bit too Zack Snyder for my liking. So yeah, I like both of them and I can't decide which one's better. This the silver on the claws here is so much nicer, so is this yellow color, but the overall tone of this one fits more, it's just more serious. This one's a little bit more toy. So, and yet in the show I remember the colors to be a bit brighter than this, but apart from the colors they are the exact same toy. So yeah, none of that weird gimmicky chrome stuff on here, but diecast and metal are all in the same places, and overall there really isn't too much difference. Now, I did say this was broken. This horn was broken in the box, so I just drilled a hole on each side and stuck a metal paper clip in there in the hole, and then used super glue to put it. So now it's secure enough. You can still see it's a little bit damaged, but it's okay. It's good enough. One more bit that did break is one of these clips here, so now it won't stay together. And I can't glue that. I'll fix that together. I guess the only way to actually properly fix this is to remove the other clip and that as well. Stick a magnet in there so it'll magnet together. That might work, but as of right now, it's just gonna open up. So that kind of sucks. The proper dark color here. I guess the best of both worlds would be to have the other one, but all the chrome color replaced by this. So, but we don't have that, so that sucks. Does have a little bit of metallic coloring down into the green there, but otherwise it's the exact same thing. Let's open this up, have a quick look inside there. Without the texture from here molded down there, this doesn't look too good. The gray just looks kind of ugly for me. It is a little bit different compared to the Tri-Chaser. So you put this wheel up just like the Tri-Chaser, and then you put this wheel up. Instead of pushing this bit, because the other side is the speaker of this thing, it's actually pushing the leg rest stand thing. Push down till you hear a click, and it'll just keep this wheel up. The downside to this is that now it's actually uneven on both sides. Just let them go. Come on, go in. There we go. Now it's really uneven on both sides. It's quite funny actually. And flip these motors down, which again, there's actually a metal joint there, so it's good. That would stay secure. And then the Gouram transformation is the same as the other one. So let's see. Line up the clip, plug that in, and then you get these to come down. This one is much more secure than the other one. It feels that way. Alright, so we have that side done. And open this up. Move this hand upwards so it gets out the way. And then slide the mouthpiece out, like so, just like the other one. And here's an extra movement. These bits here, you're supposed to move that back. I'm not really sure what that's for. It's meant to be a light or something? Don't know. Anyway, move that back. It says in instructions. And then just like the other one, you just want to line this up and just snap it in. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it just works. Move these down to cover up most of the bike. There we go. We have the basic transformation done. You got these two golden mold plastic bits. Is that the right way? Or is it this way? Yep. Slide that on. Slide that on. These are actually painted somewhat, so it doesn't look too plasticky. There's the Gorangi language on there, and you got this front piece here, which little pegs on the back. So push that on top there. Push it down. Yeah, Amazing Mighty sits very nicely in this bike. Looks pretty cool. Ultimate Kuuga on the bike, pretty badass, I must say. The shoe in action, in case you really want to see that. If you're a big Kamen Kuuga fan, then I can recommend this Gouram to you. And if you're only going to pick up one Gouram, honestly, either one will do, but just because this has a few attachments that turns into a rising version for the gold attachments, I say pick this one up instead of the other. Of course, if you're a really big Kuuga fan, you probably want both, but honestly, one is enough for most people. And if you're not that big of a Kamen Kuuga fan, then this is an easy skip, since this is more like an accessory piece or something like that. Overall, this toy has lasted really well after all this time. I'm really surprised that all the batteries, electronics still work. The speakers sound okay. In fact, they sound almost pretty much as good as a guy memory. which is still amazing. The overall quality of the toy is pretty good. I mean, yes, the few plastic bits have worn out and broken, so if you do pick one up of these, then you just be careful and give it a double check to make sure nothing's broken, or if there is anything broken, then make sure you know how to fix it. You pick one of these ones up. And these aren't too expensive out there right now. I got these for pretty cheap. Don't pick them up from shopping malls and stuff like Inns Point or Sino Center, but try and see if you can get one online via Facebook market groups. They can be quite expensive on eBay, however, so avoid those if you can. A little bit harder if you're overseas, but yeah. So yeah, still highly recommend this set if you are a big Kamen Kuuga fan, and for everyone else, if you find it cheap, it's still a fun toy to play around with. Downsides of this are of course the same as the downsides as the other set, where the edges here are come out a little bit too much, but overall it gets the whole bulkiness and strong armorness of the thing that it resembles from the show. I mean, yeah, these hinges and stuff aren't as snug and stuff, but overall it gets the job done for the most part. Again, this was released almost 20 years ago, and for that the quality is pretty awesome. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below. And of course, take care and have a nice day. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye now.